Hi guys, it's Vaku here, and today we have new patch notes for the new season, 11 first. So let's just jump to it. We have here an infographic which shows what is going to be buffed, what is going to be updated, nerfed, item changes, and Grievous Wound system will be changed. And some new skins, so the most important thing in the game. So let's start. Champion Fiddlestick nerf. His clear will be much slower because his cooldown W was 9 at start and now it will be 10. So the first clear and overall his clear will be much slower than it was. And because this clear was kinda OP because you always was on the full health, because your W is healing yourself and you're killing comps, which is kinda OP, not gonna lie. Okay, Gnar Buffs. Q is going to be increased damage in the late game from, it's even 20 at base damage on the first level and 5 per every level, I believe. Yeah, and 5 per every level, so overall plus 30 damage on the last Q. I mean, from the last updated Q, like on the 5th skill. Wow, that's really amazing. 40 damage into late game is kinda OP. But it's like a mega Gnar changes. E range is going to be increased by 75 range, and normal E, I believe, is going to be attack speed duration 6 seconds. So your attack speed will be increased by 6 seconds instead of 4, because it was 4 before. Okay, Karma E Inspire is going to be buffed, I see. Into the late game, because at first level it's not going to change, but after every level it's going to be increased by 10. So actually she will be much stronger in shielding your ally. So maybe this time, maybe this 40 HP will actually survive your AD carry. Okay, Mastery nerf. Cooldown is going to be increased by a 2. Like in the half second by a level. Actually good nerf into the late game, but overall with his auto attack speed he can like make it 2 seconds actually. Okay, Pantheon finally is going down because he was broken like everywhere. No, of course not only on ADC, but overall he was broken like everywhere. Health regen is going to be lower by a 1. So now I know how health regen works, because for sure it wasn't 10 by second. No, I think it's 10 by a 5 seconds, and now it will be 9 by a 5 seconds. Okay, W empowered AD scaling is going to be nerfed into early game, but in late game it will be much stronger, because I can say it's no, it's not going to be stronger, it's just going to be less in the early game and it will be the same in the late game. I think it's a good nerf because no one is maxing W on Pantheon. Like, it's the last skill to max on the Pantheon. Kiana was weak, that's true. So finally she got some buffs. Attack damage is increased by 2 and health regen is going to be increased by a half. By a half. And what is it? And 0.25 per level, so actually should be more stable on the lane, which is kinda really good, because she was kinda weak if she cannot like one-shot an enemy laner. Okay, Rise Q is going to be buffed. Per every level of his Q, his mana will be lower on this Q, so that's fine. He will be better at scaling. Xayah is going to be buffed one more time. They want to bring Xayah into the game and processing level, I believe, because they're just buffing her like every patch, I remember. The Blade Caller cooldown is going to be decreased by 2 at the early game, so it will help her in the early game, but at the last level it's not going to change anything, but in the early game I think should be much stronger right now. And mana is going to be decreased from 40 to 30, so I think that they removed Essence River. They have to make it. Yeah, they even brightened Essence River. It's now a less appealing first item. So that's true, because the Essence River is changed now only after ability you're going to get some mana back. Base AD growth decreased, so AD growth is going to be decreased. He's not going to have 3 per level. Now he's going to have 2.2 per level, which is kind of good with Yasuo because they changed it. Passive of Yone and Yasuo, now they have like 150% of the crit which they have, so actually after completing 2 items they will have 100% crit chance. So that's normal that they nerf AD because they would have like faster power spike with the items, and they will deal still the same damage, and now they will deal less, but they will have the power spike faster, which is kinda really good. And for every critical strike over 100, they will have it converted to not 0.5 AD, but to 0.4 AD. Okay, and the same goes with Yone. He has only 0.2 less AD growth per level, so everything same, but I didn't know actually that Yone has less AD per level than Yasuo. That maybe because Yone is stronger than Yasuo. Okay, champion base stats cleanups. Base stats over the years and are rounding out the remaining 99 champions. Base AD armor magic resist mana rounded to the nearest 1, rounded to the nearest 0.1 or 0.25 based on mana region. AD MR armor growth rounded to the nearest 0.01 except for Velko's AD growth, which is 3.142, so that's a P if I remember well. Mana region growth rounded to the nearest 0.1. Okay, I really don't know if it changes a lot in the game. Okay, let's go to the items. Archangel Staff build path is going to be changed. It will cost less overall. Or I don't know, wait. Sapphire Crystal Amplifying Tome. No, it's not going to cost less. Tear of the Goddess Amplifying Tome needlessly large road and plus 915 gold. It was 1000, but you had to buy Sapphire Crystal instead of Amplifying Tome. Ability power is going to be increased by 5, and AP percentage from mana is going to be nerfed by 1%. Yeah, 1? It's 3? Yeah, it's 3. Lucidity has been weaker in preseason compared to other options, looking to bump it up a bit. Ability haste is going to be increased by 5, so now every Talon main is going to be heavy because mostly only on the Talon I've seen many times Ionian boots of Lucidity, if I remember well. I don't think you're building on something other. Manamion is going to be changed, is going to be nerfed, unfortunately. 2900 gold. It was 2600 before. Build path is going to be changed. Tear of the Goddess, Coldfield's Warhammers, and Longsword, which is the same cost with Sapphire Crystal. So that's a really bad news. And I don't know why cost is going to be increased by 300. And AD percentage from mana is going to be increased to 2.5, which is, I don't think, 300 gold for 0.5 percentage. I know. It's nerf, right? And Muramana, 80 percentage from mana, so 1.5 percentage less. And this might come as a shock. Shock is no longer limited to physical damage spells. Okay, so now AP mages can still build more mana, right? Limited to only trigger on spells that deal physical terrain is poor case on AP mages. This made champions like Ezreal and Corki sad. With other changes to setup, we believe we can lift the restriction, lower the power of the shock passive, which is appealing to mages. Okay, so now you can build it on the mages. So I think the Kassadin Lichbane Muramana build will be back, but it's a much less damage, unfortunately. Okay, we will see. I'll have to try it for sure. Runanana Hurricane damage is going to be buffed, I believe, because it will cost much less, 900 gold less. Attack damage is going to be removed, but Wind's Fury Bolt damage is going to be less into the late game, but after you buy this, it's not going to change at all. And build path is going to change because you're not going to buy a pickaxe. Now you're going to buy 2 dodgers instead of just 1 and pickaxe, and it will cost 850 gold, so it will be much less. So, and like I said, it's 900 gold less for the Runanan's Hurricane. So champions like Ash, champions like Kai'Sa can be really happy about it. But I don't know if Kai'Sa, because with this pickaxe, she was able to have this one, upgrade of her Q. So now she needs to buy a pickaxe for the Infinity Edge, which is her third item. Okay, Shurelia Battle Song movement speed is going to be buffed by a 20%. Okay, that's a big buff, not gonna lie. Burst items are going to be nerfed. Night Stalker damage is going to be decreased by 35 and less 5% bonus AD. Okay, that's a big one nerf. AD is going to be increased, and attack damage from the Ornn upgrade is going to be increased. Oh, this passive, it's really bad for the Kha'Zix. That's why they are not nerfing Kha'Zix, which is, to be honest, one of the strongest junglers right now. Sunswipe damage is going to be decreased, same as a Dazzle Blade. Ability haste is going to be increased by 10. Ornn upgrade is going to increase the ability haste. It's going to be 25. I don't know why it's 15 when it says 20. Because it was before 15 after Ornn upgrade, okay. And attack damage is not going to be 80, it's going to be 75. And this item has 5 more AD incorrectly than it should have, bring it in line with other Ornn upgrades. Extra Rocket Belt is going to be buffed. Wow, plus 10 ability power, plus 100 HP, and his passive, passive of the Rocket Belt is going to be nerfed because it will be just 125 no matter of the level, and upgraded from the Ornn is going to be 120, and you will have 100 more HP from Ornn upgrade. Night Harvester is going to be buffed by a 10 AP, 50 health. The passive is going to be nerfed, which was kinda the most OP thing about this item, and Ornn ability power is going to be 120 and 400 from the Night Harvester. Trinity Force attack damage is going to be nerfed by a 10. Ability haste is going to be increased by 20. Infinity Force, so the item from the Ornn is going to have 10 damage less and plus 5 ability haste like from it. 10 from it was before with upgrade before this patch, of course. Gordrinker Thirsting Slash damage is going to be nerfed, so less damage Gordrinker will deal with its active, and Thirsting Slash Heal is going to be 25 AD plus 12 missing health. Is now calculated sequentially for each champion hit, meaning there are diminishing returns on hitting multiple champions. So heal is going to be buffed. I don't know why. Damage is going to be nerfed, but heal is going to be increased. That's really shocking for me. Attack damage is going to be decreased by 5. Ability haste is going to be increased by 10. Damage from the slash is going to be 10% damage less. Ornn upgrade is going to not give 60 but a 55 AD, so 10 more than it has right now. And Dream Shatter ability haste is going to have 5 more, like it will be after the patch comes into the game. Grievous Wounds Duration that ally items apply grievous wounds is going to be 3 seconds instead of 2, so that's a big buff, to be honest. Lifesteal Clarification. In the 10.23 patch notes, we incorrectly indicated that Lifesteal now works on physical damage on hit effects. The correct record: when it comes to added damage on attacks, Lifesteal applies to all effects labeled as on hit, as denoted with a yellow sword. Currently, this type of effect is only found on items, not champions. Okay. So, nothing changes with Katarina. She still will be broken. King and Chop, chat and shop update is text edit. Okay, so we don't care about this, to be honest. Or maybe, let's just see. Text editing. Items displayed in shop BG are now centered. When selling a stack like a potion or VAR, the stack will remain selected. Pressing O and P at the same no longer places the shop in an OP state where the scoreboard and shop overlap each other. Many bug fixes and performance improvements. I hope so. Okay, Sounders 3 Ranked Season 2021 starts for the... you can just read it by yourself. I don't know on which server you are playing, but you can just look on it right now. It's January 8th, right? So 2 days more we have to wait. Grandmaster and Challengers unlocks. To make the race to be the first Grandmaster or Challenger more exciting, we changed the unlock process. Challengers and Grandmaster are still limited to the top couple 100 accounts on the server, but players must also have at least 200 LP in Master to reach Grandmaster, and at least 500 LP in Grandmaster to reach Challenger. Grandmaster and Challenger are no longer locked at the start of the season, so the race to be the first in your region starts on the day 1. Okay, it will be a nice thing. Maybe now, like in the Hearthstone, you will have every time. I remember like some year or maybe 2 ago, always when season was restarting in the Hearthstone, people were going for the rat race. Who is going to hit legend first? And first 3 people, which was going to hit it, was getting all the prize money from every participant had to pay $50 to just go to this rat race, and depending on how much participants they were in this tournament, only top 3 was getting some percentage of the prize pool, and of course whole amount of prize pool was going to the top 3 players, so that was really nice. And maybe now we will see some tournament like it in the League of Legends. Why not? Aram balance changes. I don't care about this, to be honest. Nerfs, bug fixes, league client. Okay, maybe some improved reliability in Champsonet. Oh, that's nice. League client. Fixed an issue. Let's cut their own page leader to lock up. Fixed MMR League formation celebrations. Okay, that's not good. And some bug fixes here from the game. Upcoming skins, and I think that was everything for today, guys. So that was a new season patch. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, give a like, write a comment what you think about these changes, and see you soon, guys.